Hello, everyone. So, in my latest video, I mentioned that my stick-sona, Coral, technically isn't the same character as shown in my profile picture. This is Coral's actual character that I made in GL2. I use her sometimes, but not as much. The main difference in my OC and Corals is the fact that the reason and backstory of why and how I made them is different. My OC was originally made in the game Gacha Online on Roblox for a story series, and looked like this more or less. Yeah, super cringy, I know. But that's little me for you before I had actual gacha apps on my iPad. As time went on, the game changed, and so did her looks. Eventually, I got better and better at making characters as the game progressed and became better as well with time. Eventually, she looked like this. Much better than her original design. I kept some original aspects of her original design, such as her cyan and hot pink heterochromatic eyes and her wings. With some adjustments, of course. I then transferred her to be in Gacha Club once I got the app and looked like this. My favorite color is coral pink, so I wanted to keep it as her main color. However, since it didn't look too good on my character in Gacha Club, I decided to go with this pink instead. Of course, I got much better again as time went on, and I can proudly say that I'm satisfied with how I made her look last time I updated her in Gacha Club. Then, I switched to Gacha Life 2 and further improved with the capabilities and unlimited color choices that actually let me add coral pink to her design without looking like a weird bleached color. This is what she looks like now, but I'm always looking to update her when I feel she needs one. For now though, I'd say she looks decent enough. Now, with Coral's character, she's a bit more of an interesting case. When I still had Notability on my school iPad, I tried to make a weird little stop-motion-like animation, but it didn't work out. At the time, an AVA/VM animator named youuuuuuuuuu on YouTube was making an animation versus animators/Minecraft series of their own, the Helmsman series. Make sure to check them out. They are truly an amazing creator and animator, and actually the one who introduced me to this amazing fandom and one of the people who inspired me to become an animator and do what I do. I really liked the character, Coral. An axolotl stick figure lab-created hybrid. I won't spoil the story or character too much, but yeah. I tried to draw her and everyone else, but had a bit of trouble, so I actually gave up on my little animation altogether. That, and my motivation wasn't very strong back then either. A small while after that, I told myself that I wanted to make my own stick-sona as well. However, I struggled to come up with a color I wanted to be. I originally wanted to be a little like the axolotl coral, but decided against it since I knew it would be very tricky and difficult to draw. That, and I didn't want to copy Zumo's character. So, out of curiosity, I searched up the actual color of coral pink and fell in love with it. The only issue was that my indecisive brain couldn't figure out if I wanted to be a bright, deep shade or a lighter tint. I also really wanted to give her powers and be a hollow head, but I was more self-aware by that point and knew that an OC like that may or may not be cringy. And knowing me, that was definitely going to happen. I also wanted to be a solid head to be a little more normal and a little more like the other content creators I watched at the time. Eventually, I stuck with this kinda hybrid design for Coral with the darker shade on the outside for that hollow head look, and filled the head with the lighter tint. I also added that little flower to her head so she didn't look so bland. I originally gave her a small power set, but took it away so she would just be plain and normal since I actually liked that idea better. Then, I made this as her first Gacha Club avatar. A little weird, but yeah. Then, she looked like this after I adjusted her hair and outfit, and stuck with it until I eventually switched to GL2. This is what she looks like now, as I've shown you before. They didn't have a lot of flower accessories for the head, so I just went with this one. I liked this dress combo, and thought it looked a little floral with the swirls and a bit like a summer/beach dress. I thought it fit her both for the accessory and her name since she is called Coral after all. I dunno, just felt a little nice I guess. Now, with that all out of the way, the real reason why I named these two the same thing. See, my OC's real name is my own IRL name. The same goes with the rest of my OCs. Every one of my OCs is based on one of my IRL friends, and share their IRL name. However, I obviously can't share that information. When putting, quote, usernames, at the end of the chapters over on my story on Wattpad, I first asked my friends if they were okay with me putting their real names before publishing it. Of course, they weren't, so we all came up with usernames to put instead. Mine and Ditto's were the only exceptions, since Ditto actually had a username that they used for their social media and me for obvious reasons. So, for all of my OCs, they'll now be named after the name of their specific color. Although, some names may be a bit weird even after I tried my best to find an alternative. Oh boy, this was a pretty long one. Thank you for watching this video to the end, and I thank you for your support. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to know when new content comes out. As always, bye lovelies.